Welcome back to Myth Machine, everyone. This is Werewolf the Apocalypse, and you are all Garou fighters for Gaia, and I'm Mikael Hellstrom running this game.
Maybe I'm not. Perhaps I'm some sort of worm-tainted Fomori.
You might be, yeah. Wait, no. What? Has Jake been ridden by a Bane already? That's not how we wanted to do this, is it? Before we dive into this episode of Rite of Passage, though, remember that all warriors of Gaia talk to each other about worm corruption on the chat. They also follow the channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel and ring the bell icon and leave comments in the comment section about how to best combat the worm. So do that. With us today, we have not quite the entire group, because unfortunately Domi is away, but the rest are here and ready to kick some butt for Gaia. Yes, Domi's in the Umbra. But the rest of us are here. Who's who and why?
I am Dewende, pronouns any all. I am playing Jake Stromfeld, the Get a Fenris Rune.
Hello, I am Ender, and I am playing Miranda Blackpool, Aspiring Architect from Queens and Theurge of the Glasswalkers.
Roger, I'm playing Miles Lincoln and Glasswalker Galliard.
Yes, we have a heavy Glasswalker presence in this particular crew.
Yeah, honestly, it's funny that on one half you have the Glasswalkers, and then on the other side you have two of the most extreme, I would say, of the tribes.
Yeah, Get a Fenris and Black Furies are not known for getting along terribly well, but here they are in the same pack and apparently working decently together. Go figure.
Our pack is one of extremes.
Maybe the most moderate of the Black Furies and the Get a Fenris can actually work together quite effectively. Maybe that's going to be like the motto of the pact that you demonstrated to the rest of the Garou nation, that this is what we can do together. If we're not absolutely,
if we're not at each other's throats for more than 5 seconds, we can do incredible things.
Exactly, yeah. Domi, who's not with us, plays Bryce the Black Fury that we've been talking about. Yeah, Bryce Galani. And this is set in 1990. Christmas, which is why there are playable Get a Fenris, in spite of us using 5th edition. And last time when we were doing this, everything went great, no problems at all with anything, or did it? Let's see now. First of all, you were all super banged up after fighting off 2 Galestalker Arun who had come to literally kill you, and you captured Galestalker Ragabash because they all considered you wormcomers.
Because they're idiots.
Apparently they are, yeah.
Dude.
The Ragabash Windsnare, who was captured by you, was eventually convinced to come with you and check out the little village Kronor to see the Banes there because you have found some. And yeah, but before you did that, you rested up for a while and were visited by various spirits who taught you new gifts as champions of Gaia. So even though the Sept of the Winterwolf has turned you out from the cairn because they think you are part of a conspiracy to kill them from the Sept of the Green, and werewolves have fought each other in the past, so it's not impossible. But apparently they're dead wrong about this one, or are they? We don't know yet who has killed the Galestalker pups who were sent to New York for their Rite of Passage. We have no idea. But yeah, nonetheless, the spirit world apparently is still accepting you as Garou, and as such, you will learn some new things before the morning came and you went to show Windsnare what's what at the gas station again. And you did that. It was even more spirits this time. One of them which was put on fire with a burst of gasoline from, like, spirit gasoline. And the others were just... Last seen, this giant crab-like Bane was last seen running away along the road on fire. And the rest of these things were defeated in a fast combat. Let's see here now. We're going to recover some willpower for all y'all. which is all the willpower for Miles, because he has a lot of composure.
I've already done mine.
Very good.
I already did.
It is some willpower for Bryce.
I still have 2 willpower down, though.
Yeah.
'Cause I used almost everything.
And I guess you did yours as well, Jake.
Oh, I guess I'll do it right now. All right,
Okay.
so yeah, I'm at full willpower.
Excellent.
We should
Yeah, go ahead.
we should probably follow the giant burning crab now.
Yeah.
Go murder
Well,
the shit out of it.
Who's ready for a hunt? That
Again?
thing go to ground.
Are we gonna doing this in the Umber? That's gonna be is it gonna be a new scene though? I think it's gonna be a new scene, like a combat.
I would
scene,
argue it's a
isn't
new
it?
scene, yeah.
What was that?
It's definitely a new scene.
Yeah.
Is a scene a location?
Yeah, it tends to be a location. You can take several actions in that location and then move on to somewhere else. They're trying to invoke when they're doing this because they're designing the game to be very narrativistic. They're trying to invoke the structure of a movie or a show or a theater play, and because of the traditions of those media, a scene tends to be a location, because if you have to move location, you have to put
Move
the curtain
scene,
down
yeah.
and move the scenery around if you're on theater. So that's kind of how it works.
Question about spending XP. Could you
Yes.
buy something mid-game?
What does the rules really say about that?
Sorry?
Rules as written. I don't think they say anything against that, really.
Oh, if
Why-
they don't do anything against that.
The thing I'm thinking of buying wouldn't technically require learning time. It would just be
So-
a thing.
Let's see now. The character should provide storyteller. Bump. The character should provide a reason for earning it. It is not enough to purchase a gift. Likewise,
Yeah, this would be the lore sheet. Umbral Traveler, which, if I bought one of the dots for it, it would mean damage I took from staying in the Umbra would be superficial rather than
aggravated.
aggravated.
I have a
And it
question.
seemed fitting for the character at the moment.
It seems, yes, very much.
I have
Umbral
something
Traveler,
that's also
Silver
kind of
Step.
fitting.
I'll pull up the page just so you. It's in the
Yeah, I
just
see.
Werewolf the Apocalypse
Yeah.
lore sheet section.
Oh, hey, Tim. I also got one that I think makes sense.
You are particularly insufferable. Oh, this is the level 4 one.
Is it level 4?
Yeah, it is. But it's not a problem. You buy each level separately from a lore sheet.
Yeah, so it's still just
It's
Free
3 per
XP?
dot, so it's going to be 4 times 3, so it's going to be 12.
oh.
Yeah.
I thought that was just doing the tiers.
Nope. So it's per dot, and it's a 4 dot thing, so that's going to be a 12 experience point worth
Okay.
thing to buy.
I will leave for the time being. I misunderstood that one. I thought the dots in that case for the lore sheets were just denoting which one in the order they are.
No, they are, like, they're calibrated to be increasingly more powerful the higher up you go, basically. But you don't need to buy the former steps to get the ladders, so you can go straight to step 5 without having any of the other powers.
Sure.
Unlike disciplines in Vampire the Masquerade, for example, where you have to, where there's a path to it. Jake, you had something in mind?
I would say with how much fighting Jake has done in Hispo form, I actually have an idea for a specialty he gains right now for brawling that I feel would make sense.
So what would that
The specialty would be inhuman fighting. So fighting in, say, Hispo or Krynos. And maybe Lupin?
be? I have to think about that one. It seems like an awful easy way to get a bonus die for Kronor, which is already very powerful.
Not just Krynos. It also works for Hispo.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Let's see now. Brawl. Examples. Animals, armed humans, bar fight, ceremonial, combat, grappling, unarmed humans. It really doesn't say,
That's
right?
the most cheating speciality ever. You're
Right.
already so capable about fighting unarmed humans, but to actually become a specialist in it, it's like the ultimate punching down.
I'm fighting unarmed humans. Yeah.
What? Wait, to be clear, wait. You're specialized in fighting unarmed humans. Have you fought any?
What? Me? No, I'm not asking for that.
No, he's
Oh.
asking for specializing in fighting in not human form. Let me think on that one for a while.
Yeah, that's.
Let me
One
think
thing
on
we
that
were
one.
talking about before was if more of us learned how to do both the going into the Umbra spell and the cleansing spell, they'd become much easier to do, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
it just means I'd get to add 2 dice from everyone instead of 1. Which
Yeah,
is
so
a
that-
massive bonus.
How
That's
about, could you actually post real quick on the chat the other options for the brawl specialty?
Right, I can do that. These are examples and are supposed to be guidelines, obviously.
Yeah, examples. Huh.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
I think that would be a really good investment for us all to be able to help better with umbral travel and cleansing. How much XP would we have to use to learn?
It's 5, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
I believe it was 5.
Yeah.
Which is not a insignificant amount of XP, which is why I was like, it might be a good idea, but not actually asking anyone if they've got other stuff they'd rather
Yeah.
grab.
Be careful with how much you wanna.
How much XP do we have at the moment?
If you look at your sheet, you can go in on our character sheet
It's
and
the,
look at
second
the
page.
second tab, which is like little sheet with a little squiggle on it. First you have the graph, and then you have and you have total 15 at the moment.
Okay, and
Yeah,
how
more.
much would it cost as well to get one dot, like the starting level dot in a skill?
To do.
There is a table for this.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's tagged in
I mean,
Discord
it's
or
the same
anything.
in all the different
Yeah, they have the same
games, right?
breakdown.
So experience. There we go. XP costs. There. Of course, this is for vampires, so gifts are. But it's so gifts are like, what is it? The new gift amount times 2.
Does that mean it costs more the more gifts you have, or is it by the tier of the gift?
It would be the tier, I would think. See, this is what I mean, but because that Renegade aren't writing very clearly.
I think one thing. So are we saying that each of these new gifts will be 5 points each?
A gift and a right are 2 different things.
I misspoke. Right.
Yeah, a right is 5 points. Yes.
But a right is 5 points regardless of its tier. You just need to have the
Yeah,
qualifying
because rights don't have
renowned.
tiers. Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So my brawl level's at level 4. How much? I forgot. It would be how much to increase it to level 5?
It's gonna be a new level times 3, so 15 XP to get yourself up to level 4 in Brawl.
Oh, sorry, level 5.
Level 5, so 5 times 5. No, 5 times
Okay.
3, 15. Yeah, that's what yeah. So.
Oh, 15? I have 15 experience right now.
Anyway,
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes?
You could make a well-rounded character.
This is El Dewende
That's
we're
a-
talking about. I don't know that he does that.
I know, but that's a lot of XP you can use to bump up other things.
You can be the well-rounded fuckers. I want kill. Give me the brawl!
You've got kill already locked down.
I want
Yep.
more kill. I want the murder.
Anyway, shall we go ahead with moving through? You wanted to
Yes.
go through the Umbra all the way to the mining spot? No.
Well, no,
to
we're tracking down the crab.
thing. Yes, the crab.
The crap.
If we're changing scenes, I'm going
We
to
are
once again
changing scenes.
By the way,
aggravated health.
Quick question, Mikael. When would you let me spend the XP to increase my level to 5 on Brawl?
You're asking so many questions.
Final question, I swear.
Is it?
Yes, I swear.
Gee.
I swear on my grandma's fucked up left toe.
Okay. It doesn't say when you're supposed to be. So, it doesn't say when you're allowed to spend it.
So could I spend it right now?
Okay, then you're nagging. Stop nagging me.
Jake's turning into the new Zizek.
Yep.
Okay, if we're doing this,
Jesus Christ.
Judgment
See what you
call,
did
Miles
now,
will-
El Duende? Yeah, Miles, what is it? Just wanted to start.
Miles is going to do a big spend of nearly all. I will get the 2 rights, the umbral travel. And
Wait a
if I-
minute.
Yeah.
For the rights, I want there to be scenes of things you have done that explain. Like, you have trained with Silent Bear, but not on all the rights. Let's hold off on that. Let's give Miles a chance to actually practice the rights and do them.
Yeah, because the umbral travel was something you don't really get taught. It's more your attunement to the Umbra, which, since we have spent a decent amount of time in the Umbra, wasn't a reasonable
you
thing.
need a rationale for it, and Jake's rationale that he's a combat monster and being a combat monster all this time is fair. He has gone straight
He also
into the
just
battle.
finished a fight.
He also just finished a fight. So
Alright, then keeping that theme, then I will just spend 3 XP to get 1 dot of Brawl since Miles has just finished a fight as well.
That makes sense, yeah. There we go. 1 dot of Brawl makes a lot of sense. And is also a good thing to have for a werewolf, I hear.
Nah, I'm gonna get through this entire campaign with no brawl. No brawl, no athletics.
I can be the Brawl dude, and you can be
Nothing
the other.
but arson.
Are we ready to proceed with the story now, my friends?
Yes.
Excellent.
50 more minutes.
I
Let's go kill that crab.
walk over to
fully
Ensnare.
I fully understand all the audience that already left us. Anyway, we are...
Yeah, I'll walk over to Winsnare and just say, this is your town. Do you want to lead the hunt?
He is going to nod. Let's go. Are we still going to be in the Umbra for this?
It's the only way we'll fight. It's the only place we can fight this thing.
I suppose.
Because this thing only exists in the Umbra, right? Although I could just imagine this being one of those, if this was later in time, this being one of those sort of hillbilly YouTube channels, and it's just like a burning crab running down the street in Alaska.
It's more because you can't track it outside the Umbra
No,
because
you
it's
can't
not
track
leaving
it
a
outside the
trail.
Umbra. As it turns out, Winsnare is very good at tracking because I'm gonna...
I'd hope so, because
Probably,
I'm guessing he doesn't have the survival skills of city slickers like us.
Exactly, but he has wits and survival, a grand total of 7 dice, and...
Very
Don't lump
nice.
me in with you, City Slickers. I have good awareness too.
And survival?
and survival. You're actually
Probably,
almost
yes.
equally good, so...
Fair enough.
Yeah, don't let me in with y'all.
And Winsnare has lost
Follow
the
in
wolf.
behind Winsnare.
Yeah.
Try to assist in any way we can.
Yeah, he's gonna take up the chase. Are we running as... Oh, he can't run as a wolf because he has lost the wolf.
Fine.
Yeah.
Weirdly, we've got the same speed. As far as I can tell, our speed doesn't change between forms.
It really doesn't. In
So
5th
we all
edition.
move at the same speed anyway. So why
Yep.
not?
Yeah, it doesn't in 5th edition, but it does in V20, I think. W20 is more simulationist in a sense. Anyway, along a path towards somewhere we are running, and let me consult my notes for a moment, which I admit I should have done a long time ago. But I was distracted by various questions, as happens.
That's fine.
sometimes.
I know what I was
I wonder
saying.
who asked them.
I'll get that next level of blood potency. That's what I really need.
Yes, clearly. Yeah, we are running along the highway, really. You are in a gas station, and you're running along the highway in the Umbra. And it's not the highway that goes... Windsnare is gonna quickly go, oh, this is the WtA. It's the one that goes to the mine site.
Let's catch it before it gets there, then.
Yeah, about that.
I feel like we are being drawn in a different direction.
Don't know why you feel that. So, I suppose I'm gonna roll for the horrible being. As it's running away from you. It's definitely
one
gonna...
option to not give the Gale Stalkers any choice is go to the mine, get all the nasty beasties chasing after us, then run to the Gale Stalkers.
They would definitely have no reason to doubt we were wormcomers in that case. If we brought the worm to them, that is 100% justified on their part thinking we're wormcomers.
Yeah, that might not be the best of ideas ever.
So is it physical off with Windsnare for tracking?
Yeah, but it's also an athletic situation here as you're trying to chase after this thing. And you have a problem here, and that is, of course, that we're in the middle of a blizzard still, aren't we?
We've got the wind spirits, so
You
shouldn't
do.
they be
You do.
helping us along.
Miles is the spirit friend here, isn't he? Miranda can look into the Umbra and investigate things.
She's
but
more tied to Weaver spirits
I
than
guess.
general spirits.
Yeah. And you're running through an area filled with very wild spirits, which could be a challenge, isn't it?
Meh.
Meh?
I won't poke them if they won't poke me.
They might poke you, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's what our friendly spirits are for.
Could try and recruit even more.
That would be funny. You could try and recruit the blizzard.
Yeah, we have a lot of basically...
If you really want us to dip
Rentals
in
here.
to dip back out, I'm happy to try the ritual to open the portal again to get us back to reality.
No,
That's where the plot needs us
I'm
to
just
go.
saying you're running along a long route here. Like, Windsnare can tell you that it would be like 3 miles or so to get up there.
Distance is relative in the Umbra.
Distance is relative in the Umbra. No, it's more than 3 miles. It's like...
It could be 3 minutes, it could be 3 hours, it could be 3 steps.
It could
5 years.
I'm thinking. Storyteller stumped again. What would that be? Orienting in the Umbra. Shall we call it an occult check? Because for lack of a better one, it's...
I believe there is a check for navigating the Umbra.
There must be.
Has
Fine.
the crab gone out? We can't just follow the glow.
Not in
It's
the...
probably leaving a smoke trail or something.
A little bit, but then again, it's a blizzard. So how long will the smoke trail stay when these various elementals are just jumping around and playing around and having fun? They are definitely going to fan the flames, but so you're going to see it's literally thousands of these wind spirits who are running around and snow spirits who are running around and creating bit of a flurry around you, which is going through town where you have some protection from even the umbral buildings. That's one thing. But now you're leaving town and going out onto an open highway where you're completely exposed for everything. I have a feeling they're going to be a bit, I don't know, playful, let's say.
Shit.
What?
Technically, according to the book, it doesn't have any roll-off thing, but it does suggest getting spirits to help you navigate.
Yes.
And
Like, it doesn't have a... But I'm happy to roll occult if that will help.
You have your little buddy and also the wind spirits.
I've got
So-
charisma 4 and persuasion 4. So even if I just take half, that's 4 successes to try and recruit as many spirits as I could.
That's fair, yeah. You're going to be...
You could also try to reach and try to recruit a bigger spirit. rather than a bunch of tiny ones.
That is also true. Absolutely.
If there's a spirit for all the little gusts of wind, this blizzard definitely has one.
Yep.
And it could
the
definitely
blizzard
slow
itself.
down
You can
the
speak
blizzard itself.
Yeah.
And it could definitely slow down the thing we're tracking.
Oh my god. You're gonna talk to the blizzard itself and make it slow down.
Just a
That's
suggestion.
A thing you can do. Yes.
That's definitely something that Miles would be capable of.
Yep.
Not
it's gonna
something
be
that Miranda is capable of.
Powerful spirit, mind you. A very powerful nature, eh? Absolutely.
Hey, that just means it wants something.
Yep. Dear umbral guidance. Yeah, there we go. Loons. This is a very powerful elemental spirit, I was gonna say. Why don't we roll off then, Miles, if you want to talk to the spirit of the actual blizzard?
That was a suggestion. Miles can do what he wants.
Yeah, I know. What do you want to do, Miles?
Yeah, I will try it. And does in Miranda's occultism help? Yeah, just get in contact with it first and then...
I could probably draw its attention if you want to do the talking.
That could work.
Hopefully.
Why not? How about a... What are we using to draw its attention here?
I was thinking resolve plus occult, as I'm trying to resist the storm to attract its attention.
I'm fine with that. And since that's three successes when you take half, so we're gonna stand.
If that's enough, I'll take half.
Would it be? Let's see now. Is it really average here? Moderate? How about challenging? Get 4 successes going. I feel like that seems reasonable. It's a big and powerful spirit, and you're small.
Really? 4 successes, huh?
Yeah.
So I'll roll.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Wait, I made a mistake. I'm dumb.
Could I try to add wisdom to this?
Why not? Then you would actually
Oh my god.
have a lot of successes.
Damn.
Yep.
She basically draws in the concept of resistance and tries to project that out and up to try and say, sure, you're big and strong and everything and you control this area, but I'm not moving. Do something about it.
God, if I flub, this is going to be so bad.
Oh
It's
yeah,
terrible.
it's definitely going to be horrible.
Yeah, we're gonna have to book it and pray if you fuck this up.
It is.
You may get a benefit if I did, but that's up to the GM.
It's gonna be a huge spirit towering above all of you. You could. It's like speaking to some great thing in
So
the
it's what, 8.5 feet tall?
sky. What was that?
So it's what, 8.5 feet tall?
Taller than that, yeah. It's towering above you. It's an ancient elemental spirit. It's encompassing the sky.
Oh yeah, WtA said that this blizzard was unnatural because it normally doesn't stay this long. So this could be information helpful anyway.
So do I get any bonus dice for Miranda?
Oh yeah, because that was an amazing success. So take 4 bonus dice right there. It is really huge mass of swirling snow and frost that just coalesces to a humanoid form. It's still frost and snow, but it shapes itself into something that kind of looks like you, maybe in reflection of you, as it were. What is going on with all these successes?
Okay, so you two have done extraordinary actions.
Not at all. It's made entirely of wind, ice, and snow, with streaks of pale blue light coursing through it, particularly around what would be eyes. But it's reflecting your inner essence. It's shifting between this human and wolf form with jagged icicles for fur. And it speaks with a thunderous voice. And I think Windsnare is going to be like, looking at all of you and... Huh.
We've stolen his name. Oh, snatch his name bag. His name tag off his shirt.
Huh. By the north wind. The spirit looks at all of you and says, "You dare challenge me?"
With this 7 successes, I could if I need more, or I'll just say what Miles says.
Yeah.
Say what your character would say.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember, the goal is to either slow down the creature or help us get to it. But you do what you want.
So Miles will say, Storm Spirit, we seek to cleanse this land and this air. Will you help us stop this abomination? And we'll point at the glowing crab in the distance.
I don't think you can see the glowing crab in the distance, but you can see the traces of it that haven't yet been evaporated by all the...
To be fair, we can't see it. It probably can.
It can probably see it, yeah. Because it's inside it, right?
Yeah. I try to whisper to Miles. It also attacked a bunch of worms with spirits.
I have 6 successes for the thing. That's all I got.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, how about... yeah.
If we had messed this up as badly as we could, this could have turned into the film Twister really quickly.
Yep. It carries
my
you
God.
away and you're all gone.
The wind's only half the thing, it's the cold.
Yes, we need to restore balance. I tried to use my winds to wipe out the dirt, the stain, the corruption, but it will not budge. So I suppose it will help you in slowing down the thing that escaped.
Yeah, after Miles is done talking to the wind spirit, the blizzard, sorry. I say to Miles, that was the coolest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. That was fucking awesome.
Miles looks whatever the proudest you can look in Hispo form is.
Very proud.
Waving the tail intensely.
Yes. You're a giant wolf.
2 giant wolves.
Yeah.
In the wilds now. Okay then, I guess we're heading for the thing in...
The giant crab. The
Sorry,
giant
crab.
enemy's crab.
Sorry for unrailing your structure.
Not at all. So the blizzard itself is going to part for you, but it's going to give you a quest in return for helping you.
Reasonable.
Yeah. Help me cleanse that blight where the creatures of the worm has ripped open a wound in Mother Earth herself.
All right then.
Is this directed to all of us or Miles as the requester?
It's gonna be directed to all of you, obviously, because
Then we accept.
you are the pack, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Do Gaia proud.
Exactly.
All right. I feel like after that, Miles' Garou name might have to contain Blizzard after this.
I was thinking Storm Speaker.
That
Storm
works.
Very nice.
That could work, yeah.
And you're very good with general air spirits, so that works. We've just got to find you a really chatty lightning spirit, and we'll get the trifecta.
I don't think it's going to be limited to just wind spirits. Miles is good at talking to any spirits at all.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
but he's
he's
just so
like the spirit friend.
talking to wind spirits.
Isn't Miles the spirit friend? He's making friends with all the spirits. It's a spirit friend, yeah.
Yeah. Miles is the friend of all spirits. Miranda is the friend to one spirit.
Exactly. As you are, thanks to the help of the blizzard, you're going to catch up to the big thing, the big crab thing.
When it's starting, fuckboy.
And it's in pain. It's already taken at least some damage from the fire.
Oh, wait, it's 8 a.m. Buenos dias.
But yeah, it is early morning. But it's gonna turn and look at you all with its beady, red glowing eyes, because I don't think it likes you very much. What do you think?
I don't like you either.
I think it's initiative time.
I think it's initiative time. Yes, it is indeed. For the how many times now have we? It's a glory intense adventure, this one, isn't it?
Least intense rite of passage.
I think it's rather intense, to be honest. But
I'm sure speaking to a spirit or accepting a quest from a spirit of that caliber is not something most rites do, generally.
No,
regardless
no,
of
it's
first
not.
rites.
I know, it was a bit
Not
of
at
sarcasm.
all. There we go. We need some serious blizzardy conditions here. Okay, Miles. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna say that you are on a distance from this thing at this point, obviously. But you can see it. It's a horrible thing to see, obviously. It's a towering mass of carapace, claws, and just legs that could double as grappling arms. Beware, as it were.
How many wind spirits
it's
do I
away.
have with me now since we got the whole lizard on side?
The thing is, you know what?
Maybe the blizzard's just giving it a penalty to all its stuff as an environmental effect.
Yeah, definitely.
That seems easier to track.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's definitely
better.
easier to track. This thing, you can see the carapace of this thing has been scorched by the fire, but it's also a thick shell. So, yeah, it's
We're still in for quite a nasty fight.
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
In that case, Miles is going for the eyes.
That's a called shot. I'm
Pull out
gonna
a
say.
gun, cock it, bang.
How are you doing that, to be precise? What kind of shot are we talking about here?
I think just how high are the eyes off the ground?
This thing is about the size of, I'm gonna say, a small van. So the eyes will be about your height, actually. Yeah.
Got it. So, like a modern American truck.
Yeah. It is truck-like in its carapace forms. Maybe it has intentionally taken a form like an American truck.
I'll take a run up at it,
Of
dive
course
at
it's
it,
of the worm, so that makes sense.
and I'll go for the eyes with either, I guess, teeth ideally, because teeth are better, aren't they? But like claws if I can't get my teeth into where the eyes are.
Very well. Okay, so let's roll your claws then. There's so many of you. Okay.
It's gonna have to split its very big combat pool.
Yes. Or it just focuses on one of you at a time. So that's a thing it can do.
And then just get jumped by everyone else.
And then
Either
just
way.
gets jumped by
Because that
everyone
means it
else.
can't defend.
Yeah, it does. So it's just gonna focus on. Oh, I know who it's gonna focus on. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack, Miles.
I think it's gonna focus on me since Arun.
No, it's gonna focus on me because I set it on fire.
Yep.
Oh, you did set on fire.
Which
You're
is
fucked.
very justifiable, and it makes complete sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
You're about to get your ass.
Do
Yeah.
I get any modifiers for this?
Not really.
Decent, not great, not terrible.
3 successes. How much
Glassbook,
damage is
that's
that
pretty
in
good.
total? You are in what form again? You're in Hispo. The thing is, here's another thing that I noted when I read. +1 aggravated does not mean it's 1 aggravated. It means that all the damage is aggravated and is a +1.
Oh,
Holy shit!
Yep. Because there's +0 aggravated on some entries.
that's badly worded.
Yes, it is. The Renegade is not very good at wording
surprising.
rules.
They're usually so good with that sort of thing.
No, they're not. But 3 successes. You're in Hispo. You're gonna do 4 damage, right? And it's gonna be aggravated because we're biting it, aren't we? So that's gonna be. You're biting into it, but you're biting into the carapace of the thing. So it's actually resisting a lot of the damage, though whatever goes in is in fact aggravated.
Yikes.
Yeah,
That's painful. Damn.
it is.
Are the eyes like on stalks, or are they like recessed into the body?
They're recessed into the body, so the moment you throw yourself on it, the eyes just flip into it, much like a crab would do, because it doesn't want the eye stalks to get hurt. So you're biting into a big chunk of carapace, basically.
Yeah, and I'm guessing there's some nasty cracking noises.
Yeah, there is, definitely. Not enough to actually get through the armor, but maybe you can one day. What do we want Bryce to do here? She's in pain still?
What form is she in?
She is in Homid form at the moment.
Shit, it
Did she
doesn't
lose the
matter.
wolf?
Nope, she hasn't. Should we switch her to something else, perhaps? Like a Hispo, for example?
Yeah, Hispo would be good here.
Oh, I
Hispo
think.
would
Yeah, I think she only got the rage back at the end of last session.
Yeah, she did. And now I lost
should-
the wolf for her again. Yay. She's
Really?
If she gets it, does this count for a fight? Does she get it back at the end of the fight?
If she gets hurt, yes.
Group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. She will get rage back. But yeah, she's gonna try to switch, and she's no. And looking at her, maybe she's just hurt. She's just because she's in fact impaired. Someone could
Oh,
use.
yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah. But she will be brave anyway, and I guess just rush this thing and punch it, because that's what she can do. That's gonna be a problem because she's in a bit of pain at the moment. I'm just gonna deduct a lot of dice. She has 1 die to roll for this.
Nice.
But it's a success, which is not going to do anything on this thing. It literally just clank. I think we're going to have to turn to her gifts for the future because she has Porcupine's Reprisal, but that requires a rage check. So, yeah.
Yeah, things are looking rough for Bryce.
The thing doesn't even notice Bryce because why should it? She is a puny thing that hardly hurts anyone. It's just gonna storm
Did
right
Miles
up
move
Miranda.
up as well? Didn't Miles run up as well?
Yeah.
So wouldn't he
gonna-
be between them and us? It and us?
Okay,
Maybe-
I guess we'll have to push our way through then. Push our way through to.
Maybe it's like a
Garou.
funny thing where Miles climbed on top of the crab and is biting him while the crab's just trying to shake it off.
Shake it off. Yeah, that's what it's gonna
You know
try
what?
to do. Shake off to Garou. Oh, that means rolling 2 dice pools against both of you because it has to shake you off before it can attack Miranda. Great.
And it has a penalty because of the blizzard, right?
And it has a little bit of a penalty because of the blizzard. You're not making this easy for me for some reason.
I don't want to die.
That's weird. Okay,
I
I'm gonna
look like I
say
may
that-
die, though.
I'm gonna say that Miles is thrown away, just tossed to the side, and
We don't get rolls to
when
counter?
you did your attack thing, right? So if you have spent all your dice on attacking, then Much
Oh,
like...
fair enough.
Yeah. This is the wording with this system. It's so vague all the time. Please, Free League, take over the IP and straighten everything out.
Free League, buy every single actually good TTRPG. Free League, please save us.
Yes, that's what we want. Buy
Like-
everything. Buy D&D. Fix it. Oh my god. It's gonna storm across here because it has a lot of successes. But it's not gonna have any dice left to actually attack Miranda with, so there's that.
Which means I'm not instantly dead.
Which means you're not instantly dead. Wind Snare has lost the wolf. We have a problem here, folks. We have a problem here, Houston. No more wolf. Lacerating Wind is also rage check. Crow's laughter. Ah! Eyes of the Owl. Doesn't really make any difference at all here.
Did he recover anything in the last fight? I don't know his class.
He's
Do
a
they
Gale
recover
Stalker. I
anything?
think they're glory bound. So yes, okay, I guess he has the wolf again. Let's do this. Do we want to change to Hispo, or do we want to do some lacerating winds instead? I think we want to do some lacerating wind. A rage check, so that's going to be another 2 dice penalty to physical attack pools, basically. So here we go.
Come on, do well. Yes.
It works. He still has his rage. He's summoning the blizzard. He's speaking to the blizzard. Oh, great north wind, come and help us destroy this creature of the abyss. And so it does. Resolve plus honor versus its power. That's going to be a lot of resolve. No, not so much resolve, but at least some honor, I think. Oh, yeah, there we go. A little bit. I have a feeling there might be some willpower involved here. Yeah, let's do that. Willpower reroll for the last one, because...
That was rough. That's
Yeah.
still rough.
Yeah, that's rough. That's not
Wonderful.
good. Okay. What? Why did it do that? That's weird. Okay, it should be... like that. There we go. You know what? It's not going to be terribly affected by Wind Snare, unfortunately. He tried. Miranda, I think you're going to run away, aren't you?
No, I'm not
No?
a coward.
Yes. No, you're not.
It's my turn? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All the people that I would heal are very far away from me. Jake, are you messed up?
A little bit, but not really. Honestly, I feel like you should probably focus on Bryce.
Yeah. Oh, there's no opportunity attacks in this thing.
Nope.
This system is there.
No, there isn't.
Yep, fuck it. I'm going to turn my back on this thing and just run past it.
Yep. Between the legs.
Dishonor on disrespect on its crab family.
Yes, absolutely. And then we're going to...
And I will attempt, which is intelligence plus glory. Mother's touch. Which I don't have any glory, but that's fine. Great roll.
It's a success.
It's a success. How much rage does Bryce have currently?
Bryce has no rage at the moment. Because she
Then
lost the
I
wolf
can heal
trying to
an
switch.
aggravated, if she has one.
She does not. No.
Damn.
She has
I'll heal a superficial then.
just superficial. Yeah. Which is enough to at least get her back on her feet. No willpower reroll here? You don't have a whole lot of willpower, do you?
No, I've got a lot of willpower. It's just I can I keep forgetting I can re-roll the red dice.
You can indeed. Yeah. Unlike in Vampire.
Yeah, which is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. So that is
So
in
3
fact
successes.
3.
3 super vertical.
Yeah.
I run past it,
Yeah.
just ignoring it, and run over to Bryce and just it doesn't look nice, but I just put not clawed hands because I'm only in Glabro, but the sharper nails and just pull the wound closed.
Oh, yeah, because you're in Glabro and not Hispo. If you had been in
Yeah.
Hispo, you would have licked the wound, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Because that's
but
what wolves do.
yeah,
I think Bryce is
spitting
like,
in the
"Oh."
wound isn't as helpful. So I'm just holding the flesh together. I could try to hug her. I will hug her
That works.
in a way that's trying to project safety.
Oh, she's just, you can hear her just relax and her entire body just like that. That's, yeah, she feels so much better. She is down to a single superficial, so that was very helpful. She doesn't have, she's a glass jaw type of a character. She does not have, wait a minute, why doesn't she have? She should have more health, shouldn't she? What is this? She has, you have stamina plus 3 health levels, don't you? Yeah, she should have a lot more health. I don't know why she hasn't recorded the health correctly. There we go.
What, isn't it automatically?
No, it doesn't, apparently. Yeah. It
Changed
was never
mine, it
that
did it
impaired.
automatically for
Okay.
me. Well, either way.
Anyway, yeah.
superficial.
I just noticed that she hadn't recorded her health properly. So now it's recorded properly. Oops. She had more hit points than we thought. Okay, Jake, are you gonna decide the outcome of this battle by destroying this thing in one shot, as always?
Wait. Fuck it. 8 successes.
8
Shit.
successes!
It can't defend.
And it can't defend. This is just pure murder.
It does have
Rip a
whatever
leg off.
armor it had, but
Yes, it does have the armor. Okay. It reduces the physical armor thanks to the armor. And you're in what form again? You are in Hispo. So it's all aggravated.
Yeah.
So no halving for it. Ouch. That hurts like a... okay, you are going... It's not down yet. This is not your usual one-shot murder thing. But I feel you're tearing off a leg and digging deep into its body, cracking the carapace armor somewhat, and just pulling out spiritual meat chunks of meat, which are all very stinky because it's like an oily thing in there, oil laced with greenish goo. It's just this horrible smell is like a putrid, rotting piece of a garbage heap that has been left out to rot for 2 weeks in a summer heat.
And probably a little bit of rotten shellfish too.
Yeah, that too. Absolutely. It is a horrifying thing. Miles, you're lying on the ground. You can see this enormous creature that had just pushed you aside. Nobody's business. It didn't do much damage because it didn't try to. It was just shoving you aside, basically. It wasn't attacking you. It was just brum.
And Miles
wow.
Miles will get up and shake the snow off him like dogs do. And we'll charge back in. And would I go into the hole in its flesh that Jake made, or is he just stuck in the hole filling it?
He is definitely filling it. He's a big sized thing.
Okay, then I'll go for one of the legs and to see if I can go for like a gap in one of the joints where it needs a space for it to flex, to move, and I will try and clamp down on that.
Does this system even have cold shots?
I don't think so.
Conflicts. I don't think it's
Thematic stuff. So if you roll well,
character with no available subtract, dodging, multiple opponents. I can allow you to do a cold shot with a minus, call it cover or something, I guess, with a -3 in your dice pool. How about that?
And now that would leave me with nothing. I'll just go at it and latch on to the wherever I can.
Very well. Ugh. Bonk. Chew it. 4 successes goes through the armor. Just barely. You hear the crack under your jaws.
Oh, this thing has a lot of health. Holy shit.
It's a tank.
It is a tank, absolutely. It's a spirit tank, if you will. And it's ignoring you too, as you're just throwing yourself at it. And Bryce is back up. She doesn't have the wolf, but, I mean, she's gonna...
Realistically, this thing would either target me or Miranda, considering I just did something.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna target you, Jake. Absolutely gonna target you, because you hurt it something ridiculously.
I heard it on an emotional level, and also horrific on a physical level.
It's emotional damage! Yeah, she's just gonna try to punch it, which is absolutely the weakest type of attack you can do here, but everything helps, right?
I don't think Big and Ugly here is gonna let my existence fly after what I just did.
Nope.
Does she have any willpower left?
Yeah, she has willpower. She's definitely gonna use them. Cause
That's a good roll.
Yeah. No! That was very sad. Okay.
That is not a good roll.
It's just gonna bounce off the armor. Now the crab is looking at Jake. And
Hello.
those pincery claws are coming right for you. Hi. How are you?
Hi. Hello.
Giant pincer claw. All
Hey, but it's a new
out on
round.
you.
Oof. Hey, at least it's a new round, so you can defend yourself this time.
You can.
I literally just take half. I have 11 dice, so I'll just take half. Oh, wait. No, wait, I'm
Yeah,
a
that's
dumbass.
5. Then it wins by 1.
Yeah, I forgot. I have a question, Mikael.
Yeah.
Let's say theoretically. No, that's stupid. Never mind. Fuck it.
Don't mess with the Jake. That's what we're saying around here.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And that's without using willpower. The giant pincer claw comes at you. You duck underneath it and bite into its eye stalks and into its mouth and just rip it open. That's gonna be... And you are in what form again? Hispo?
Hispo, yeah.
So it's gonna be 4 successes and one of them will actually get through and do damage.
Aw. But it will be aggravated.
But it will be aggravated. Unless you use willpower to increase the damage.
True. You know what? Alright, I have a question, gang. Alright, then I have 2 superficial willpower damage only. Should I push it with a willpower reroll?
Probably not. No, I'm only saying that because we're probably going to get into social combat, and that's your health.
Maybe it's gonna be like Miles is doing the social combat, so...
Yeah, but the last time there was an intimidation check thrown out, we all copped it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Especially
So
Jake.
If you re-rolled, how much more damage could you potentially do?
Each
3.
success is another aggravated. It
Yeah,
could be more than 3. It could be like he has already 2.
You could crit.
So, yeah, he could. If he rolls 2 more crits on this, it's gonna be hilarious levels of damage.
Yeah, but also another thing to think about is, alright then, I'm doing very get of Fenris Fangs. Would I recover willpower?
That's at the end of session typically.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
As they've, I don't know why they've designed the rule that way, but there we go. Yeah.
Never mind then. It's fine.
You do what you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it as
It's
is.
a bit
That's
weird
rude.
because they haven't like, so.
Alright then, Windstand!
You could make the argument that as soon as you've cracked through the armor, it's worth re-rolling to make the most of that breakthrough.
True.
That's fair.
Wait a
All
minute.
right.
And you are doing the most amount of damage out of all of us. Max damage.
You are doing your touchstone-y things, and right things. Let's have a look at that.
Yeah, I think 12 successes will kill it.
What? Wow. Jake the murder machine.
Okay, this may have been just a little
Too
bit
much?
extreme. Like,
If you just vanished, crawled completely inside of the shell of the crab, and you're just like beating it from the inside now, and we can see the shell cracking.
He's in dog form, so he's just chewing at it.
yeah, I was thinking more along the lines of I jump on top of it, get a really good grip on where its brain would probably be, and then just bite down. If this is the killing blow.
It's not quite the killing blow. So remember, it had 5 successes fighting against you, so you have 7 left after that. And then there is some that are... But it's +1 aggravated on top of this. There's still going to be a lot going in.
Yeah, so maybe it's more just another leg.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be... Oh my god. A lot!
Yeah, another one. Another one.
You have shredded in, like... a couple of legs, a claw is flying, it's like bleeding everywhere, it's shuddering. I think it wants to, it's regretting its life choices and wants to become a doctor like its mother said it should be, instead of this horrible bane. No, it's literally just standing there and shivering, and one eye is left on the eye stalk and bouncing up and down and looking at you, and if the Banes had emotions, you would think it's feeling fear at the moment.
If it was capable of such a thing.
That was intense. Well, we're gonna have ourselves some brawling here from our good friend Wind Snare, because that's literally all he can do at the moment, basically. I think he's probably a better option, really. For him.
Yeah.
It's not a good option necessarily, but look at him! 3 successes! It bounces off the armor! Sadly. You know what? He's gonna do the willpower reroll. Definitely.
Nice!
There we go! He gets the coup de grace!
Wait, really? He killed it?
Not quite.
Okay, for a moment, Jake was gonna be a little bit pissed.
Miranda, what are you gonna do? The thing is
Now
shivering.
Miranda's gonna get the coup de grace.
Yes,
No,
Miranda's gonna get the coup de grace. It's trying to get away from Jake. It's dragging itself. It's just flomping around there with half the legs left, and the rest of its bulk on the ground.
Yeah, it's oh fuck! I should have went for Miranda.
Yep.
No, Jake was the correct. Yeah, he shouldn't have gone for me first, but he also didn't know how dangerous you were, which is fair. No one else looks really injured, do they?
Nope. So far, no one has taken any damage from this fight at all.
No, from the previous fight. But
Oh,
yeah,
no, we're good. We're pretty good.
we're good.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, she's going to,
Miles is a bit rough, but yeah.
with her strength, which is not something she normally uses, she's going to try and tear off one of the legs. Because it's the whole thing of, yeah, I don't want this thing running away again.
That makes sense.
And it looks like it wants to do that.
Yeah, it definitely wants to do just that. What? Are you kidding me?
Like,
Technically,
you're getting away?
You're not getting away. What? Yeah, and you deliver the coup de grace. And what does it look like when Miranda delivers the coup de grace?
In this case, she is really angry at this thing for thinking it could flee from them. So she just pulls one of its legs out, and she tears one of the legs out and shoves it in its face.
And that will finally put an end to this horrible creature, and it's gonna evaporate into nothingness in the Umbra.
Oh,
Yeah. And since nobody was actually hurt, nobody gained any rage at all.
Oh, but Jake is getting that glory.
Oh yeah, glory! Everybody's getting glory because you all shared in the kill, didn't you?
Yeah. Miranda already has so much glory. It's ridiculous.
This has been a very glory intense rite of passage, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Got the glory and ate some very dodgy shellfish.
Yeah.
This is wonderful.
So yeah, right now we are outside. This thing is definitely gone.
Yep.
At which point I'm just like, we need to make it. We don't want to be caught in this blizzard in the real, but if we stay much longer here, it will be bad. Jake, can you lead us back to town, and I will bring us back
Yeah,
somewhere
I'll do
safe.
that.
Or Winsnare. Could you lead us to the Sept from here?
I could, but I suppose we're still in the Umbra, but...
We won't
we'll be-
breach their territory. If you just want to get us at the border, I can bring us in.
It's a long way there. We're in the blizzard. Miles, we're in the Umbra, so maybe it will be slightly easier.
Also, the blizzard's with us.
And the blizzard is with us.
We should probably head back to town and do this in the real world, I think.
I'm just thinking, because we're going to have to come out to the Sept after regardless. May as well skip one travel scene.
The only thing I can think of that, if we wanted to go back to town,
There was the site. There was one other site that we didn't purify yet.
is
Did we-
Bryce in a state to purify it? It is Bryce who has that skill.
Miranda also learnt it off Bryce.
Huh. We should probably go deal with that real quick.
Sure. In that case, Jake, you want to try and lead us back to town?
Let's do it.
All right. That means that we're changing scenes, doesn't it? Because we're going to a new spot.
I'm trying to transition us.
I have a
Technically, I
moment
could
to go on
transition us
that.
right now. It just means we'd be doing a bunch of hiking in a normal blizzard.
Yep.
And some people don't have their wolves, so that could be real dangerous for them.
Yep.
the
Yeah, it's
trade-off.
probably better to just take the willpower damage.
Yeah, take the willpower damage rather than taking the real bad damage.
Yeah. Here's hoping that there aren't too many other worm banes or anything like that.
Yeah.
We didn't
I'm
even get
taking
hurt
another,
with that last one. We could, if we draw out some more cleaning up the building site, we could get even more.
You're going to return towards the other place, the building site, which of course is just covered in snow by now. And it's hard to see the equipment at this point. Everything is just piling up. It's going to take a while to dig out of this one. But you are moving through the Umbra, and things are moving differently there. And you can see in the Umbra the scars left by the machines here. It's not a blight as such yet. But we talked about this last time, about how they were starting to prepare it for, or how it could be, it was a fertile ground for the worm to exploit and expand in.
Yeah, because the Weaver had been chased off.
Yep. And so was the Wild. It's a deserted place in the sense that all the anime spirits, like spirits that live inside trees and plants and even rocks and things around you, all of them are gone. And
In that case, I can try to do the Rite of Abjuration while we're in the Umbra, because it doesn't say I can't.
Yep.
And then after we've done that, we can try and just immediately go back to the real, because otherwise we're burning through.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm burning through health, but the rest of you are burning through willpower.
I'm gonna have to actually burn through health next time, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'm in a rough spot.
How much help can we all provide for the abjuration?
If you've got a rage dice, 1.
Yep, and then you can provide an extra because you know the thing.
Bryce can. But I don't think Bryce can help at all because she doesn't have any rage.
Yeah, no, she's out of rage completely. But
instead of
Windsnare
adding
helps.
two,
He has a
Win-
rage.
He has a rage?
Yep.
Okay. How many
Miles-
total dice am I
Miles has a
adding to this
rage.
roll?
What was that, Miles?
How many dice am I adding? Oh, sorry.
You're adding one from Jake, one from Miles, at least.
Yep.
But wait, isn't there like a thing if does it require? All right,
And one
Bryce
from
knows
Windsnare.
ritual. Isn't there like a thing where if someone else helps you with the ritual and they also know the ritual, you get another die?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they need to have rage to be able to contribute at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I understand. All right then.
Three more dice.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Rite of Restoration and I'm not seeing a dice pool. I'm seeing a difficulty, but I'm trying to remember the dice pool.
That's gonna be the typical right dice, as it were, I think.
Oh, so just honor?
Oh, it's honor and occult. That's what it is.
Ah.
Cool. Honor and occult.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, occult plus honor. I don't have any of that. That's fine. And I'm adding. You said 3 dice?
Yeah.
No.
The
I
difficulty, 3 might work because it's not actually.
I can re-roll it.
Yeah, but there are no actual Banes here at the moment. So,
We did kill them.
Yeah, you did. I'm gonna say it's probably difficult. The difficulty spans from 3 to a 6, where the 6 is a mountain. So I feel like a building site. Okay, maybe it's a 4 at most, but yeah, okay, say 4 then. There we go. Done.
5.
Describe
In this
this
case-
right, shall we?
Yeah, basically she's seeing the equipment around and she's trying. Basically, it looks like she's creating bricks out of the construction site and snow and attempting. It looks like she's trying to build the site or build a connection to it into the site
And
rather than trying to destroy it.
and
she's
tying
trying
in
to-
Weaver.
Yeah, she's trying to
webs.
strengthen it and make it more accommodating to the weaver.
Yeah, and so we're gonna draw strands. Maybe you're drawing
I don't think she's capable of that yet, but she's doing it in the way she can.
imaginary
which is-
strands, if you will. Which
Yeah,
are still,
she's making bricks out of her will and
Yep.
building a wall.
to ward it from the influence of
Yeah.
Windsnare obviously is going to help in a Galestalker type of form, which means running around the place, spinning around, howling, and it's in a rhythmic fashion of drawing upon his people's traditions. How is Jake helping out?
I don't know. Maybe.
You could howl a bit,
Yeah, I was
You
thinking
are in
that.
his bow
Hal,
form.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Hal.
and you are one of Fenrir's children after all.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
I do offer to try and put your paw print on the bricks that I'm making. Just to reinforce. Stay away.
How might Miles help out with this effort?
Miles will try to rouse the anger of the spirits in the construction plant to make them hate the worm and all its works.
With a
That makes
song,
sense.
perhaps? Because you are a good performer.
Yeah.
You're trying to convince the machines, and I'm convincing the
It's
foundation.
gonna be not as much a song as a howl, but it's a different type of howl. It's more, I don't know. It's a howl that is a different pitch and tone than Jake's howl for sure. You're all.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 3 tones of howls surrounding Miranda from strategic places, and Bryce is just sad that she can't join in.
Yeah, she's ordering.
Yeah. By the time you are done with this, a calm settles upon this place, and you will notice that strands of webs are starting to shoot out from the rest of Kronor to this area. spider webs, and there are spiderlings. They might not really want to be out in the blizzard as such, but they're working on things. They're working on... There are small gaffling spirits along the telephone poles and the electrical wiring that is in the village here. To be fair, some of the wild spirits have knocked some of the telephone poles over here and there. It's an intense blizzard. There's gonna be electrical outages around here, no doubt. But the Weaver spirits are encouraged by your efforts, Miranda. So
That's good.
That's a thing for sure. And,
Now we should probably...
And you know what?
here now.
Maybe it is your work that has changed things. Maybe it is just the time. Who knows? But as you finish your dance and your workings and your weavings, literally, the blizzard subsides and disappears. It's just so eerily quiet in the Umbra now, when all the wind spirits have run away.
Because we still haven't completed the mission from the blizzard yet.
Nope.
That's fine.
Should we go back to the motel and go back into the real world before anything else can happen?
I can do that here. Because technically it doesn't actually require a reflective surface anymore. So
Yeah,
I can just...
If there's some people in hominid form, do we want them to be outside at all? Because it's still probably freezing cold.
What are the odds that some people are out right now? They're gonna start coming out soon enough, but right now everybody's hunkering down. So if you go now...
Yeah. In that case, I'm going to try to perform it here.
I'm
Yep.
going to switch to Homid form then.
And what it looks like is me trying to build a doorway in this site and open it.
Very well.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to hominid as well, so nobody freaks out seeing a giant wolf.
Because that would be weird.
That's fair. And it's Rite of Passage, which is renown and occult. I get dice from 3 dice again.
Yep.
From people assisting.
Yep.
Three successes is enough.
It is indeed. The gate opens to the real world, and you step out of the shadow world of the Umbra into the frozen wastes of northern Saskatchewan. It's cold here, my friends, and you're standing in literally 6 feet of snow every once in a while. The snowdrifts are going up to the rooftops in some of these buildings. There's gonna be a lot of digging. Absolutely. The best way to travel right now is probably with dog sleigh, snowshoes, and skis.
Oh yeah, also, didn't Silent Bear and the other kinfolk come on skidoos?
They might, I think, yeah, either that or it's dog sleigh. I think they're more using the dog sleigh. It doesn't smell as bad as the skidoo. Yeah, you can travel very well up here with skidoo. Does everybody know what a skidoo is?
No, not at all.
A snowmobile.
You're,
Like a track on the back, 2 skis on the front, ride it like a motorbike.
Ah,
Oh, those ones. Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
those ones. We call them skidoos.
In that case, we just trudge through.
Yep.
The return from the hunt is also an important bit of the rite.
So
Can't make it too easy.
Nope. I guess we're all gonna be back in the motel room then.
If I tried to portal us back from the hotel room, everyone would have had to take another willpower or aggravated. So,
Yeah, let's
not
not
sure
do that.
people want that.
Nope. I think we're all a bit tired at this point, but also there's more work to be done, isn't there? The good news is, says Winsnare, that if we can just get some skis or snowshoes, I'd recommend skis, really, could get ourselves to the cairn easily enough. I can lead you. It won't be difficult now that the blizzard is over. But you should. Do you have warm clothes?
Because Miles did buy warm clothing for everyone
Yeah, he did.
a few sessions ago.
He did indeed. Because in this temperature, my friends, it be cold. I don't know why it's pretending and it's not. Okay.
How cold? I don't know. Where the...
You bought the winter clothing here. So.
It's minus 5 billion.
Minus 5 billion, yeah.
Warmest day in Saskatchewan.
Yep, basically. Yeah, a minus 20 degrees Celsius would not be weird for around here. That's actually very average temperature. It's not even cold, according to that.
Exactly. What the fucking Frostlanders.
You get cold by minus 40. That's cold. Minus 20 is like a nice balmy day in January.
Mikael, why are you like this? Why are...
The reason why Canadians live in a place where the air can hurt your face is because that way we don't have to have rattlesnakes and scary spiders and every animal life that tries to kill you.
Or mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, we get summer mosquitoes, big as vans. Don't worry about that. Yeah. But they die during the winters.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
One of the weird things about Canada is how now there's wildfires everywhere. Wildfires can actually be burning on top of permafrost while chunks of ice float down the river.
Yep.
Fucking Canadian in the ecological dead zone.
I just realised as well that what a complete disaster for the minions of the worm this has actually been, just these 2 days. They've lost their 2 primary facilities and everything they sent to investigate afterwards.
Apparently, yeah.
I don't consider the worm as active as that, as willful as that. I think it's just a passive force that just...
The worm is a force.
Spreads.
Yeah, the worm is one of the triad, right? You have these huge spirit entities that are not quite personalities, more like nature forces. But yeah, we're gonna get ourselves to the Winterwolf Sept, and that's just 5 miles away or so. I guess we're heading out into the wilds again.
Yep.
There's no time like the present, is there? And it's not snowing anymore. The snow is gone. Isn't that nice?
Fair enough.
Yeah. The wind snare can scare up some skis for you all, which is easy enough to put on your feet. It's either that or snowshoes.
You ready for this, Miles?
Oh yeah. I just imagine skis will be like a massive advantage over snowshoes, right? Because you just be sliding your feet forwards instead of having to pull your feet out of the snow for every step.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be the snowshoes, of course. Yeah, you're all having snowshoes, which means that you're walking very wide-leggedly, but you're not sinking down into the snow. It's, I think, between skis and snowshoes. I haven't ever actually used snowshoes myself. I have used cross-country skis, and I would expect cross-country skis to be more comfortable to use on snow than snowshoes. But I wouldn't know, because I never used snowshoes.
Oh yeah, and don't you have something in like Scandinavia that's a kick scooter but on skis?
Yep,
You stand on it and you like sway your weight side to side and it moves you forward or something.
Yep. What do we call that one again in English? I have no idea. But yes, we have one of those. But that, I don't think that exists in North America at all. It's very handy for putting a bunch of backpack and a bunch of luggage or a kid on the actual front of it, and then you just kick behind it and go. Yeah, that's how it was used by the peasants back in the day. Anyway, for all of those not snow-inclined people in this world, We are heading out to the actual Sept of the Winter Wolf. And to make a long story short, I'm gonna say that you get there within 5 miles with snowshoes.
Yeah, it may take us a few hours, but we'll get there.
Let's see now. 15 minutes, so say an hour or so to get there, probably. An hour maybe. Because none of you are used to it, let's double it.
Yeah.
Windsnare is just gonna look at these guys and go, it's a time to learn for everyone, isn't it?
How many of us have lost the wolf at this point?
Just Bryce. The Winter Wolf's Sept. Let's see what might be going on there. You're gonna approach the bawn of the Sept itself. And I think you're going to be approached by someone else. A woman steps out in the winter. Also wearing snowshoes, of course. And looks towards this motley crew. And Windsnare will speak to her and say, Silent Breeze, I bring these pups back from Kronor. They have many news to share with the elders. I think he's going to switch to the WtA language as well. She's looking none too pleased, but I think without too much... Because you are with Windsnare, she's going to basically word the concern, of course, that you pups, you are banned from the cairn, but I think it's one of those, it's you guys want to hear this moments in fiction, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's gonna go and get the actual elders.
Even if we can't enter, they can come to their doorstep.
They will indeed. You remember Stormhowl, the warden. Stone Fist. Snow Seer, the Watcher of Ravens, an Iron Talon. They are none too pleased to see you, of course.
Reasonable.
Reasonable.
Which one was one of these the one who was going to see us through our original thing before we got kicked out?
That was
I think
Stormhowl.
all of them.
All of them, yes, but Stormhowl was like your the warden and the guide, yeah. Yeah, Iron Talon will take a step forth and look at all of you. You were banned from our lands. You have come back with Windsnare. Speak.
Miles.
You got this, Miles. Remember, said you ready? Center stage, mate.
Okay, so Miles will say, we tried to find out what happened to your pups at the Sept of the Green, but unfortunately because of the blizzard the phone lines were down, so we still don't know what happened there. But you suspect us of being wormcomers. To prove ourselves, we've cleared out 2 sides poisoned by the worm and chased down and killed many Banes. To prove, after After we've been here, the worm isn't coming, the worm is going. And some of this wind snare witnessed and can tell you of our good intentions. But the job isn't done yet. We need to push on to the uranium mine and clear out what worm remains fester there. We've come to ask you to join us to clean this region for Gaia.
This is normally a hard task, but because you have wind snare, I'm gonna give you, it's gonna be, I guess, challenging instead.
Oh, and also don't forget that we also have Miranda's notes. Is that anything?
It might help, yeah.
Have my what?
Your notes, the ones you drew of the waitress and the other.
Yeah,
thing.
those were gifts that I've given to
Oh.
Silent Bear. If Silent Bear gave them to Windsnare, then that's up to him. But those were gifts.
Oh, okay then. Never mind then.
I'll lead over to Miles and just also mention we've been sent on a spirit quest by the Blizzard.
They're all gonna look at each other, and Windsnare say, on my honor, they speak the truth. I stagger, and he left us, he brought us on a, I'm afraid to say, and he's hanging his head in shame now, dishonorable journey. He thought he could gain glory for the Winterwolf Sept by slaying these pups who had been part of the schemes against us. But it was too rash, and he has brought dishonor and shame upon our pack, I'm afraid. He lies now, wounded, under the care of our kinfolk. Yeah, there's gonna be more eyes looking at each other, and I think the Philodox among them is definitely gonna do one of our Gaia's candor things here, but there isn't a whole lot to do with that, because, you know what?
No one's lying.
No one is lying, exactly. So they're looking at each other, and you speak the truth. Snowseer is looking at the others, and she's, okay, this is so many NPCs to keep track of now, isn't there? Let's make it slightly easier, shall we?
Kill half of them.
Yes, that's not what I meant at all. There we go. Snowseer. She's speaking to the others, and if the worm festers in Kronor, it is a threat we cannot ignore. We have all different auspices represented here, basically. Almost all.
No Ragabash?
Our friend Iron Talon.
That's their Ragabash?
Nope,
God
no,
help
he's
him.
not the Ragabash. He's the Philodox.
Yeah. Wait,
Doesn't
oh,
look
okay.
like he smiled ever.
Probably
He
never
looks like
smiled,
the-
no. What
I'm
does
gonna
he
be
have to
honest,
smile
I
at?
assumed with his face and his name, I thought he was the Aaron.
Yeah, that would be the Stone Fist, though. Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
The word of a spirit carries weight. Are we sure that this is not some ruse to draw us out? What do we know? Where do they come from? Have you found where they come from?
The mine.
Ah, the blight on the skin of Gaia.
The storm spoke to us. The blizzard said that it had tried to resist and cauterize the wound, but it was not strong enough. It needs our assistance.
What would our
All of our assistance.
What will our song say if we stood idle, says Stormhowl. We have to deal with this, and we have to deal with this quickly. If they have fought Ice Dagger's pack, what of Thunderhowl? Yeah, he's also down, clearly.
They attack your wards
So we have lost...
attacked us after we had slain the Banes at one of the worm sites in town, but still, we overcame them.
So
Because we are on the side of right.
That means, says Stonefist, that we have lost half of our runes.
Oh.
They live, but they are under the care of Silent Bear currently.
Listen, says Iron Talon. What you have done is an honorable deed, and in return we shall complete your rite of passage. We shall conduct a rite of war and destroy whatever worm infestation we find at the mine. You have acted with honor and dignity and uphold the litany, as true Garou should. You are welcome in our cairn once again, and you are also welcome to join us in the hunt against the worm at the mining site, should you wish to.
And then at that, I look at Miranda, our pack leader, with like just a giddy smile, like. Eh?
We shall then
It's like-
fight as brothers.
Miranda's just thinking, I am so tired. I am severely injured. I cannot heal myself. I've got 2 willpower left. But sure, let's do this. Yeah! She's got 2 aggravated damage.
Here's the question. Traditionally, it would be dishonorable to ask pups to join on an assault on a worm stronghold, so they should do the rite of passage before they invite you into do some horrible things against the worm. But there's also the whole thing that speed is of the essence, but then again,
We don't think that a day is going to make a difference in this.
probably not. So...
Do they have any healers that could bring Miranda up a bit?
Oh yes, absolutely. There will be plenty of that.
Yeah, just every once in a while, there's just blood dripping from her nose.
Right?
It's all internal damage.
I also have a bit of superficial damage, and since it seems like we're going to be resting for a bit, it might be best to regen. Oh wait, I'm in hobbit form. Oops.
You are in hobbit form. Yeah.
I guess I can keep my rage for a little bit.
If I say we will graciously accept your hospitality, we have fought the worm many times over the past few days. But and we are quite. We need shelter and rest before we go to war once more.
Of course. You are going to be invited to the Sept. And the cairn. Alright, it's back to nice, warm, and cozy stuff. A nice and warm and cozy teepee. You remember that, don't you?
Yeah.
Man, it's been a while, hasn't it? You've done some stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, maybe just a little.
How long has it actually been? Is it like
A few
2,
days?
3 days?
Yeah, it's only been a few days, but it feels like ages and ages.
We've been in a lot of fights.
Yep.
Oh, what a week!
What a week. Yep.
Jake, it's only Monday.
Exactly.
I guess we try to rest and recover. I know we can't regain stuff mid-session, but
You know what? You can recover stuff mid-session when you have people to care for you like this. So let's recover some stuff, shall we? At least your health will be recovered, because they're definitely helping you with medicine for that. And Mother's touching this thing out of... They have Theurges here. They can absolutely help you with Mother's touch, if Miranda can't.
I can't do it to myself.
No, but others can do it to
Yes.
you, so...
Exactly.
How much aggravated can they heal at once here with Mother's touch again?
They've just got to beat my rage, and any point past that is one they can heal.
Okay.
Or is it just
so-
one total?
Yeah. It's so a single level can be healed instead of so it's just a single level. But they will heal that. And because you're in such a nice place, we're definitely gonna heal a willpower point too. You know what? I'm gonna let you heal 3 willpower points superficial because it feels so good to be recognized again. You're like, you're being taken in by the tribe. You are part of the Garou nation. You're being recognized. This is a major milestone, isn't it?
Yeah. Holy shit. Hell yeah.
Oh, maybe you had healed those 3 already.
I just healed the 3.
I healed 3 out of 4, so I have 1 superficial left.
That makes sense.
But that's fine, since if we make it to the night and there isn't a blizzard, I can howl at the moon and get a rage point and heal my willpower.
Yeah, you certainly can. It is now a Philodox moon, actually. The perfect moon for... And it's Christmas Eve, you guys!
So we go to war on Christmas Day.
You're gonna wage war on Christmas Day. Perfect time to wage some war, isn't it?
Oh, wow. Yeah, bro, this is totally Christmas movie core.
Christmas movie core. Yes, okay. The Rite of Passage is a Christmas movie. We know this now.
Do the rites for glory, honor, and wisdom, is that something they would do?
They can absolutely
at
do
this
all
point?
of this. Yes. First of all, we're
Like
going to do a Rite of
before
Passage.
winter combat?
Well, there's going to be a Rite of Accomplishment and a Rite of Passage. And they're going to complete your Rite of Passage because all the things you've done counts towards the Rite of Passage, right?
We don't need to fill out some forms?
No.
Yeah, they're like, okay, they got the sauce. They got the material to be full-fledged Garou.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's not just because they kicked our full-fledged Garou.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be back. It's not the wilds anymore. It's in the camp, but they're gonna be around you, and you have rested a bit. It's the evening now, obviously, because you could chill for a bit and just hang out with the others. And I guess the rest of the will be here as well. People like
They recovered them from the town?
yes, they're definitely gonna do that. But the Ice Dagger and Thunder Howl is probably going to be brought out here with, they have dog sleighs and such, so they can bring them out here. But yeah, they're not going to take part in any particular celebrations or anything because they're ow. And I think some disturbing news will reach you because, as it turns out, we don't do much in Battle Scar, so we didn't do any lost limbs or anything like that. So good for them.
Jake,
yes.
Yeah, I think Jake got a serious injury at one point. I don't
Yeah.
know if you were doing battle scars for that, but
Oh, I thought we already talked about how we're not...
Yeah, we
yeah,
talked about
that's
that.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. Alright then, since it's 5 p.m., is it dark out yet in-game?
We'll howl when we see the moon.
at 5 it would be dark, yes.
Which means... I could howl at the moon?
There's going to be a lot of
Howl.
howling. They have a lot of rites to do this night because they have you to get through the Rite of Passage and finish that. They have to give you a Rite of Accomplishment, and then they have to do a Rite of Shaming for Ice Dagger and Thunder Howl, particularly Ice Dagger. And Windsnare is going to get his share of that as well, unfortunately.
Windsnare also gets a right for... Doesn't he get a bonus for honor for dealing with the stuff?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Dealing with the other things that we dealt with?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we had also... We have almost
Look at
the
that.
entire Sept here. You've already met Silent Breeze. There we go. This
We
is
should
the
probably-
entire Sept. which is a good deal smaller than the Sept of the Green in New York, but you wouldn't know that because you haven't even met the rest of the Garou yet.
Nah, we just got chased through Central Park for 30 seconds and then...
Yep, that's basically it.
Oh, by the way, Jake also says to the pack, his pack. By the way, shouldn't we also maybe do a Rite of Rage after the other rites so that we'll be ready for the fight that's coming?
I have a
I'm
feeling
sure that's
they're
part
gonna
of the
do that.
war one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's part of the war one.
Yeah. They're gonna do all the things.
Tonight's for honor, tomorrow's for war.
Yep.
All right, then.
And yeah, even a rite of celebration at the end of this can be done. That can't be done until after the victory. Yes, Rite of Passage it is. And they are going to... Iron Talon himself will address the pups. Which are you? You have walked through ice of and shadow, faced banes and corruption, and still returned. You claim to be worthy of joining Gaia's warriors, but the rite is not yet complete. The Winter Wolf will be summoned. The Winter Wolf itself, which will come and howl. It steps out in the dark, its eyes casting back the fires of the bonfires of this glen in the woods. And you can hear it speak to you. It has a completely white pelt, of course, as it is the Winter Wolf. And its rumbling voice is heard across the glen. Speak, pups. Name your accomplishments. Hi, Miles. It's your turn to speak. You're the Gaillard.
Does this house speaks for the whole pack?
Yeah, pretty much.
good.
Also, if you will recall, I put up a thing, it was a while back, I guess I can paste that in again. There we go. The Litany of the Return. I can repaste that into our chat. There it is. Here are the questions that you will be asked. Who steps from the shadow? Who's going to speak for you? You have to decide now. Who's the pack leader?
I would say, honestly, Miranda. That's my vote.
Miles?
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Very well.
Who steps from the shadow? We who are not now what we once were.
Who comes in the night cold and hungry?
We who do not hunger for prey or warmth, seek wisdom this night.
Who comes before us wounded and dying?
We who have fought the worm and yet live. We who tend our own.
Who comes before the fire nameless?
We who are without a name yet seek one.
Who comes in the light of the rising moon?
We who have fought the bitter battle.
Who comes in the glory of our mother?
Your children once, but never again.
Who comes before us as warriors, children no longer?
We do. We are a pack.
So let it be sung, so be it. Welcome. I guess it's time for you guys to get your Garou names, isn't it? What is the name of this pack? What are your true names?
I forgot about that bit.
So, honestly, I have no idea. I want to hear what y'all's suggestions are for my Garou name.
Deep Striker?
Deep Thrust.
I said Striker.
Maybe a True Strike.
It's your choice.
I feel like
you asked for suggestions, so...
Maybe True Strike. How do you feel about that, Mikael?
I'm fine with it.
All right.
or what are you known for at the moment? You're known for just murdering all the Banes, but yeah, True Strike works. We can always adjust this a bit later if it
Yeah,
doesn't.
we can't call you Bane. That would just sound weird.
Bane
That'd
Slayer
be annoying.
works.
You'd get annoyed with that real quick.
Bane Slayer,
Bane.
but yeah, Bane. Miranda will be what?
I was thinking something like Weave Walker.
That works.
Since alliteration is
Did we go with the spirit friend to with Miles?
Oh, that's a horrible name, Miles.
Yeah, that's a
You should-
horrible one.
Okay.
Miles, think of something better quickly.
Think something better.
Storm Speaker.
That
Like
one's
Storm Speaker?
infinitely better.
How about Storm Caller?
Ooh.
We'll find out what kind of name Bryce will get. And of course, you are.
We'll get to Bryce when they return.
Yeah, exactly. You're also gonna
we
get
can
the.
we can get Bryce's input on the pack name as well.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You were going to do. There's obviously a ceremonial fire, and there's going to be sage, and other tobacco is going to be passed around, and the winter wolf is here, and so.
Sorry, I'm just imagining everyone's got this ceremonial tobacco and someone just pulls out a vape.
The
That's
right of. What was that?
I feel like Bryce would be the one with the vape.
Nah.
So
you were saying? Yep.
yeah.
This is 1990. Did they even exist?
Nope, they didn't.
Okay.
Iron Talon will once again stand before you and ask you about your exploits. Tell the story of how this pack, whatever your pack is called, because we haven't named it yet, but we really should.
This one is you, Miles. You got this.
Yes, it is really you, isn't it?
I'm guessing we'll retcon it and say that we already came up with a pack name during
Yeah,
this.
definitely you have. Like
We'll
you've
retcon
had like a day
being
to think
smarter
about it.
people.
Okay. We also want to have the name reflect not just what you've done, but also your personalities. It's really hard, so.
I feel like True Strike works because I am very blunt as a person in real life and also as Jake, so.
I mean, if the pack name is based on what we were gonna do, what we've done already, something like Ice Stalkers would be.
Yeah,
Isn't that
but you're not going to be
that's
out on the
taken.
ice a whole lot more.
Yeah, we're going back to the city.
Yeah. Your affiliation with Snow and Ice is completely circumstantial and random. So. Anyhow, how is Miles telling the story of how you have done amazing things? They're gonna use various powders and such to mark your wounds, those wounds who have not just completely healed, so that you can have. And there will be glyphs, Garou glyphs. You know about Garou glyphs, don't you?
Explain.
They are markings and tattoos, basically.
Oh, yeah.
So, which are things that you can put into your fur or as tattoos on your body. And here's a link. I put it in our chat. That will basically tell what kind of what you've done in the past. It's like reading your story in your skin. You will have a glyph for being a Ragabash. You will have a glyph for being your tribe. You will have a glyph for your deeds, glory, and wisdom and honor. There is a whole bunch of other glyphs as well. So, yeah. And have you seen the picture of the Get of Fenris glyph? Because it's really...
Yeah.
Oops.
What's the problem with it?
It's supposed to be a sun cross, but it
looks like a swastika.
But it
that
looks
got
like a
melted.
swastika, which is why one of the reasons I think why they ditched the Ghetto Fenris. That's what
Oh,
it looks like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops. The Glasswalkers, of course, don't look like that. They are.
Man,
it looks
okay,
like a
this
tower.
is why we're constantly accused of being the Nazi tribe.
Yes.
What
They-
the fuck? We are never beating those allegations, ever.
Look at how awesome the Black Fury glyph looks like.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This also means that we're gonna formally transfer your various renown into your actual sheets, aren't we? Jake is gonna get another glory, which you already had. 2, you're gonna get a 3rd, apparently.
Should we do the glory we gained so far this session?
Yeah, we should probably do that too, because it's the right, isn't it?
Yeah. Even if we go to war tomorrow, we can do that glory. We could do those ceremonies back when Miles is telling the story in New York.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So there, and then there's gonna be.
Because some people might bump up another tier.
Miranda's getting like all of the things, and Bryce
By the way,
getting.
there's a glyph for therapy.
Because I
If
just pointed
there
out, I was
isn't, there
34
should
wisdom.
be.
I was 34 wisdom, so I need 6 more wisdom, and I can get 2 wisdom in this job.
Yep. Let's see then, because we're using the alternative method for this. So.
It seems strange that you could just buy renown.
Yes,
seems a
it
weird
does. It seems really weird to me, which is why we're not doing it that way. I like this method a lot more. Now, let's see now. You have... We haven't ended the serious threat yet. Let's see now. Nobody has actually been incapacitated. Yeah, that's... We attacked a minion of the worm without regard for personal safety, I think, all of you.
Currently.
Because you went for that pretty tough thing, right?
We charged into a blizzard to find that thing.
Exactly. So, look at that. Miles will get extra glory here. You defeated formidable... No, that was of the... This is of the worm. I think it was a strong worm threat, so that's 5 glory. Without a single Garou being hurt. 6. Permanently destroying it. 7. Yeah, 7.
We got about a glory for one thing.
Yeah.
I'll take that. We'll all take that.
Right.
Alright, and so I'm at how much glory now?
We'll figure it out at the end.
One more.
One more
Let's see
permanent
now.
point?
But that's about it. That's all we've done this turn, hasn't it? Or has it been...
Well, I think going on I guess accepting... Would the thing with the storm count as anything?
I think that counts as something. You
Yeah,
talked to a spirit, and you were very cool with the spirit, so... That's
We
like
drew
an
it in
Umbra thing,
and spoke to
mystical.
it.
Maybe. I think at least 3 wisdom for that, I think. That makes sense. And I'm going to put that on Miranda and Miles, because you were really the guys who were doing it.
Yeah.
Which is not going to be quite enough wisdom for Miles to level up his wisdom, unfortunately. But almost. So Jake will gain another glory.
Permanent glory.
Yep. That's insane. How are you so glorious already? It starts with the Get of Fenris, obviously.
Yeah.
Is this broken somehow? Have we broken the game by doing this? We'll have to discuss later.
Maybe a little bit.
Bryce
Well, to be
gains
fair,
another glory
Ben-
as well.
Fenris is extremely happy with this pup.
Yes.
Slash new Garou.
Yes. But your total renown is still only 4, which is not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. You're a combat wombat and you need other renown as well. Your total glory counts and others have more. Miles will get a glory as well.
I definitely need to work on my other things.
Yep. So, and then, yeah, that's about it, really.
One thing I thought about,
So
when
Miles
we cleaned up the gas station, what happened to that black mirror thing that the Banes were coming out of?
What Black Mirror thing?
In the gas station, in the actual shop part of it, in the back, there was like a door that was just black.
That was just hiding a more dangerous Bane. It wasn't like a portal, it was just like a barrier.
Yeah. The people now who have the most renown in this group are actually Bryce and Miranda, who both have 5 renown altogether, when you summarize all the renown together. Whereas Jake and Miles have 4 each. And then Jake is the one person who has all that in a single area. Because of course he does.
3 XP or 3 wisdom off getting another point.
Yep. And Miles needs 1 more wisdom to level up his wisdom 1 more point. And yeah, Jake needs 4 honor to get a point of honor. That is where we're at the moment. There's also going to be the Rite of Shame, of course, for Ice Dagger's pack. They will have applied some Mother's Touchy thing to heal up, but you gave them so much aggravated damage. Ice Dagger has 5 aggravated damage left to heal up, and Thunder Howl has another 4. So even if they get 1 aggravated each healed, they're not fit for fight, and they're gonna lose renown as well for what they try to do to you.
Technically, it's 1. Mother's Touch is 1 aggravated per use.
Exactly.
If you beat their rage.
Exactly.
And I'm sure there's others in the can who can do this, but I'm happy to put willpower towards. Yeah, I'm willing to put willpower towards healing them, just so we're at the strongest we could be.
All right. So we have here. How many theurgs do we have here? We have Silent Breeze is a theurg. We have Whispers to Flames, and we have Snowseer. I think 2 of them can do some work, but they've already done some work on you guys, so that leaves 1 of them to work on Ice Dagger and Thunder Howl, which means that they will
I'll
heal...
put 2... I can put 2 willpower towards.
I'm gonna give them 1 each back from that 1 theurge, Silent Breeze, but that's like a lot of work on her part. That means, I guess, that you will do some work. Oh my god, that's more renown for you, isn't it? No, it's not.
We need troops for the next one.
Yeah, but it isn't renown for you, because healing, this is just like a basic thing, right? What is it? You are going to get honor for help to guard a cairn, but that's after the fight, right?
Yeah, that'll be after the fight. So I've just got to beat their rage, and I get to heal. So that one was.
Oh, you just gained the position of pack leader, Miranda. That gives you another 3 honor.
Oh. Sweet.
Which is not enough to put you up to a dot of honor, but it's at least you have now 10 honor. 10 temporary, so you need 10 more.
So I'm able, assuming they're both at 0 rage, because...
Yeah, there's going to be a Rite of Rage, isn't there?
Or even if they're at 1 rage, I can heal a aggravated from both of them. And the first one gets a bunch of excess if they've got superficial left.
See now, I also want to know if Miles can tell a truly epic story that will be retold by others. Because Miles is telling a good story at a moot, isn't he? That's going to be a performance check for you. And charisma. Let's go, Miles. You have, 4 dice. You have four if you take half. I think a really epic story is probably going to require 6 successes, but at least you're going to get... It's going to be a good story, so you're going to get 2 wisdom at the very least.
You should push it, I think.
4 successes. I guess it's a normal story.
Think about it this way. I'm talking to Miles. If you push it, the session's about to be over. You'll recover.
You will
shit.
recover stuff.
So you should definitely push it.
You should definitely push it. Game it! There we go. It's an epic story. You have... I would love to hear Miles, like Roger, tell an epic story, but I guess we'll just have to imagine it, to abstract it, given the time, if nothing else. But
Imagine this is a performance of the quality of a Bill Hicks comedy routine when he was at his highest.
Yes, I love it. You're doing a stand-up thing, and people are in stitches, and they are... Some of them will be in probably in lupus form or whatnot, and there's going to be howling. Oh my god, we need more howling here, folks. That's what we don't have right now. We need serious howls.
Ooh, that means we get a rage back, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep. That will be important.
That will be important. And because
We're gonna
you're
rage back
telling
for
this
howling,
epic story,
then...
Miles, you're going to get 3 glory and 1 honor and 3 wisdom, which is going to translate into another point of wisdom for you because you now have 22. So you're going to have 2 wisdom left over after all that is said and done. And we're going to have you having another point of wisdom. You now have 3 wisdom. You have 5. You also now have 5 renown. All Garou of this pack have 5 renown except for Jake, because he is a combat woman and doesn't care about anything but glory. This tracks.
Yeah, I've just noticed if you look at the symbols,
It's not
the
that I
Get
don't
Fenris
care about
symbol,
other renown. It's just I haven't gotten... I'm not a smart guy.
This is true.
if you look at the glyphs, the Get Fenris symbol and the therapy symbol look remarkably similar. It's like it's
Trying
saying
to
the
say
Get
something?
Fenris therapy.
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like the Get might need some therapy. It might have prevented the whole hug loss thing.
Yeah. My friends... Also, because it's going to be a fire dance, isn't it? With the drums, and let's bring out the war paint, right? We're going to war, but maybe we're doing the war dance. No, I think we're doing the war dance now. Or are we doing it the morning after? When you're ready to go to war? At the very least, you're all going to get another rage point, right? So...
From the howling? Or is there...
From the war dance, too. So maybe you actually get 2
nice.
rage points in total.
Oh my god, wonderful.
Bryce will actually have 2 rage points. Look at that. And I'm going to say, I'm looking here at the time as well, that because we are about to wrap, I thought we would actually get the finale here, but I have a feeling you guys want to play out the final attack on the mining site.
Oh, by the way...
If it's written out, sure. Like, also, it'd be nice with Bryce here to finish everything out.
That's what I'm thinking.
And also another thing is that I would really love to finally go Kronos.
This might be the time for it, absolutely. Alright, my friends, so with this, I thought this would be the finale, and it wasn't! Next time will be the finale. And
does that mean we're pushing the vampire back? Because isn't that person waiting to join us for that next game?
That person was waiting, but no longer.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and yeah, there's a seat over here. There's a seat open for whomever wants to join. Go to Start Playing and join us at Start Playing, and we will see you next time as these Garou are gonna kick butt for Gaia.
Yeah, have a truly generational crash out on the worm.
Indeed.